Hello and welcome everyone, Viaroka here. You probably heard about druids being the most powerful PvP healer in the Burning Crusade. But just because a class is capable of doing amazing things at the hands of players who take it seriously, doesn't mean it will also be a good match for people who PvP more casually. Being casual friendly for a class depends on how few weaknesses it has more than how many strengths it has. So when it comes to healers in PvP, Discipline Priest is probably the best fit for more casual players, and here is why. Most commonly used abilities have no cast time. Abilities such as Power Word Shield, Prayer of Mending, Renew, Dispel Magic, Psychic Scream, and even race-specific abilities like Chastise are all instant cast spells. Benefits of this comes in two ways. Firstly, you don't need to worry about interrupts or spell pushbacks. You click on the spell and it lands. You don't need to master the art of fake casting like a paladin or a shaman. Secondly, ease of positioning. Positioning is perhaps the most important and hard to master skill in arenas. Are you in the line of sight of your teammates to help them? Are you out of the line of sight to avoid getting crowd controlled or mana burned by the enemies? It is not easy. But because a priest don't need to stand still and hardcast all the time, like a paladin or a shaman, positioning for a priest is a little bit on the easier side. You can simply hide behind an object, come out for a moment and cast your spell, and go back away from the line of sight during the global cooldown. 2 different magic schools for defensive and offensive spells. Unlike all other healing classes, when it comes to priest class, crowd control, utility and main damage spells are on a different magic school than the helpful spells. What does this change? Interruption abilities such as kick or counterspell prevents targets from using spells that are in the same magic school for several seconds after the interruption. This is a really big problem for all other healing classes, as most of their spells are in the same magic school. When a druid gets interrupted while casting a cyclone, a nature magic school spell by itself, it also locks out the druid from using healing spells. But in case of the priest, because spells such as Psychic Scream, Mana Burn, Might Control and Mind Blast are all in Shadow Magic School, and heals and dispels are in the Holy Magic School, casting damage or utility spells have no risk of getting locked out of healing. 3 extremely powerful self-applying talents. Such abilities are the bread and butter of casual friendly characters in any game. You can play the game as if they don't exist, but your character automatically by itself becomes much stronger. For instance, in Priest, Focused Will talent reduces the damage Priest takes up to 12% and increases the healing taken by up to 30% after taking critical hits, and Blessed Recovery talent automatically heals a priest for 25% of the damage taken from physical critical hits. To really understand how great these talents are, let's imagine a scenario that there are 2 characters both with and without these talents, and they both take 2000 damage critical hit from a multi-shot of a hunter. First priest without the talents will take 2000 damage and will need 2000 healing taken to recover from that damage. But with these talents, first, the damage taken drops from 2000 to 1760 due to 12% damage reduction. Keeping 30% increased healing taken in mind, Blessed Recovery talent will also heal for 572 damage over 6 seconds, leaving 1188 health points to be healed. But again, because there is 30% increased healing taken, amount of healing needed to receive that 1188 missing health points is only 913. The bottom line is, a Discipline Priest will end up needing to heal himself for only 913 to recover 2000 health in such scenario. 4. The ease of use of the main crowd control ability. Your main crowd control spell, Psychic Scream, is possibly the easiest to use yet one of the strongest crowd control spells a healer has in game. It has no cast time, so it can't be interrupted. It has no target requirement, which means it cannot be reflected by a warrior or absorbed by a grounding totem. It affects up to 5 enemies at the same time, It does not easily break on damage, so you don't need to worry about dots, and has only 30 seconds cooldown. And as mentioned before in the second point, because it is a shadow magic school spell, priests can use the spell even after they get interrupted while casting a healing spell. And this wraps up the video. I hope it helped you out making your decision to play a priest in the Burning Crusade PvP. If you have anything to add or a different opinion, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.